So we'll definitely have a WardiTV tournament in January with how well December's gone. As I always say, guys, if you guys support the stream, if you throw out the love in the channel and all of that, we will always put on more content. And when the stream does really well, we'll put on even more tournaments. So that's what we're going to do. Tournament in January, straight up as we kick off to the bottom right-hand side. Our Red Pros player here from Team Liquid is MaNa. And to the top left, our Blue Zerg is Guru. Couple quick things, sponsors in the chat. We've got a couple of them right now. Movement and also Harry's. Movement, !MVMT in the chat. It'll give you a 15% off in anything in their store. Known for their watches. My watches that I have are really nice. I'm going to put the Wardy cam on to do this right here. Here you go. Boom. There's one of mine. Here's my other. They do some really nice watches. I really love mine. I wear it all the time. I wear both of them all the time. I switch between them. And I never used to wear a watch before, so there you go. They do some other kind of accessories as well. You get 50% off any purchase if you go through my link. That's !MVMT in the chat. And every single purchase directly supports the stream. To the point where you even get a decoration on the tree if you buy anything on the Movement store. They ship free worldwide as well if you go through my link. So you can get in there for from anywhere. So that's !MVMT. We also have Harry's. So if you're in the US, UK, or Canada, you can !Harry's in the chat. That's a shaving company which is looking to give you more bang for your buck. Or less hair for your buck. Well, they're just going to let you shave your hair off for more cheap, for lesser price, while still having a great quality shave. Check it out, !Harry's. You can get a trial starter set for a $5 discount, and every single purchase directly supports the stream as well. So if you've got any questions about any of the sponsors, guys, I'm always happy to answer. So feel free to ask away. Few links on the way up. Link speed coming through and a Stargate coming down. No real surprise to get going, honestly. Bro, going down to the bottom. Phoenix on the way up as well. Getting this ready to go. Movement keeping Wardy on time with the stream, and Harry's keeping Wardy shaved. Yeah, quite literally. If I didn't have a Harry's razor, I would not have shaved today. There you go. Triple overload very early in the game. Big supply block by Guru. Mechanical mistakes already. As you see, a group of Zerglings are going to come gallivanting down the right side of the map. Link's coming in. And the second Stargate from MaNa. So already going double Stargate here. So Phoenix into Oracle this should be. As we get this going, Phoenix going to get Chrono boosting. One day I will get a sponsor that sends to Australia. Dude, Movement sent to Australia. They ship worldwide for free. I am 95% sure they ship to Australia. So boom, there you go. That day is today. Oh well, about 2 months ago when Movement became the sponsor. I guess. Guess it wasn't today, exactly. Get the point though. Oracle then obviously not doing much just yet. MaNa drops a Forge pretty fast as well. Phoenix coming up the left side. Kind of just looks like a very regular build by showing one Phoenix. Obviously you want to stack the rest of them at home. The idea being that by stacking the rest of the Phoenix at home in the main base, you want to just hide them from being seen so you don't tell Guru what is going on. You don't give him an idea of what he's got to play against, so he can't prepare. Things running in over from the right hand side. So do you see those Phoenix heading up the left as well? So they're going to be heading in towards the main very shortly as a 4th factory dropping down. So Phoenix about to reveal themselves. That's a lot of Lings though. Lings are very good against the, like a high amount of Lings is very good against the Phoenix count. Actually forces a couple of Oracles from MaNa. And the first 5 Phoenix are just going to come in, and they are going to be seeing the Overlord going down. Another Overlord taking some damage here as we see a drone picked up by that Phoenix, and another Overlord as well to the left-hand side. Also cool. Five more Banes on the way up, coming out the front of the natural. So actually, Guru trying to get aggressive with this. I mean, again, with a couple of Oracles coming out, they're really designed to be able to shut down aggression like that. So shouldn't be too much of an issue. Phoenix continuing down at the bottom right as we see those Banes are going to start waddling forwards. That's actually nice. The Adept survives the Bane lane, so no success at all so far from Guru, unfortunately. He's going to have to back away and look for other options as MaNa is transition coming through. His Twilight just finished, now double Robo on the way up as well. These probes have forgotten how to mineral walk, and so they are just, well, this guy remembers, he's like, God, those idiots. And then these guys are like, oh, I remember what they taught us in high school. Now mineral walking. Nah. You know, mineral walking is one of those things when you're in probe school, you always think to yourself, like, when am I ever going to use mineral walking in the real world? Like, you know, first Pythagoras and then, you know, reading all these literature books. When am I ever going to use mineral walking? Well, it turns out when you're in the middle of a giant Protoss versus Zerg war, and it's up to you to bring the minerals home to your Protoss buddies to win. That's when, probes. That's when. Solid Saw in a little bit of trouble here. Those Lings do get a pretty good surround. Oracle coming in overhead. As we'll be seeing again those few Zerglings getting picked off. Again, the Oracles are really MVPs here, just stopping Guru from really being able to do any sort of damage with this. I like it. Lings coming back over to the top side. There's the Temple Archives too to try and start, of course, switching it up a little bit. A couple of drones going down here. 3 workers killed. Take that 4. More drones on the way out. +2 melee and the +1 carapace in the upgrade tab, as that Spire is going to be completing shortly. I'm excited to see the Spire and what it can get up to in this. 2 Archons, 2 Immortals on the way. Zerglings coming in at the front and trying to poke forwards. And, yeah. The Archons coming in and picking up another couple of Zerglings. Really nothing. I mean, for as much as we have units running around the map, neither player is really losing a lot. I say, obviously, a few Lings have gone down here and there. These Phoenix have also been relatively passive, though. Now they come in, they get the high energy Queen. That's a real nice pickup. And they will get that kill. And out without a Queen. Getting a Phoenix kill at all. Yes, they do. He's going to hang out on the top left as you see the Muters and the Corruptors coming out through the center. Groove Spine's on the way up on the Hydralist Den as well, as we do see Archon having a pretty good time with these Mutalists, so he's taking quite a bit of damage there. These couple of Corruptors also in some real trouble too. Muters and Corruptors then turning back around and heading over to this right-hand side. Revelation again, dropping down. Corruptors again, a fairly popular response to this. The Muters a bit more interesting, but if you have the Corruptors in front and the Muters get in position, this can turn out very well for you. You have those Lings ready to maybe dive by at the same time. As you see, so far, not really much done by Guru with these Muters. Yeah, it's a bit of a more unique way of dealing with it, but because the Corruptors are out as well, it kind of maybe stops MaNa from thinking about going into the extra Phoenix as a way of kind of shutting this down. 8 probes already going down, watching for these Lings coming in, as obviously we know the Muters are going to have a good time. Lings run forward, big storm! A lot of Lings going down very easily. Muters going wild though in the main base, 4 unpowered, some Stalkers warping in, but not really enough of them Well, there's a few over on this side as well, as we see the couple of Phoenix fighting. Ooh, big storm on top of everything there. And again, those mutas are damaged. They'll have to be very careful if they want to try and keep on pressing forwards here, because they are low already. Mutas coming back out into the center. As we see, Lings and mutas continue to gather in. Hive is about to finish up from Guru as well. Three attackers again, just set there. Please repower this MaNa. I'm sure you will in due course. There's the mutas. Oh, again, not really sure what they want to do. Storm catches a few of these mutas on the edge. Again, the mutas obviously at this stage being an annoyance, and we see Guru buying himself a lot of time to set up at home. A lot of the time players will go in towards lurkers at this stage, because obviously the mutas will buy a lot of time for those lurkers to come up, and then they can drag units out of position while the lurkers get set up elsewhere. We also see, however, the Great Spire coming down from Guru, another valid choice. And that's obviously going to be a pretty nice way for him to perhaps get in towards that next stage of the game. It also takes a little while to set up a Great Spire, so again, I'm liking it at the moment. I'm liking it. As you see, Revelation dropping. As the mutas looping back around. A few stasis wards here and there, just trying to stop that onslaught of Lings running through all of the time. MaNa's already jumping between bases trying to defend this. He has now realized that the muta count's obviously becoming an issue, but he can deal with the Corruptors, so actually going back into Phoenix is not a bad idea. 2 Phoenix coming up at a time, and he's also going into that Fleet Beacon. With 20 meters on the map, it is 100% worthwhile to go into those Phoenix. Again, it was hard before because of the Corruptors. They probably didn't expect even more meters to be made, but when there was, when the Corruptors went down, it really does just make sense. I love the idea from MaNa and how he's sort of approaching this one as, oh, well, maybe it doesn't even need it if he keeps on taking fights like that. Suddenly, Guru just goes from 20 to 14 mutalisks. Now the Phoenix are going to show up with those meters already low on hit points. They cannot afford to take any more hits. Oh, but they stopped moving! Phoenix are going to get a whole bunch of kills here. Gets one. Obviously, it's this awkward dive in and out. Stalker's blinking underneath as well. Archon's getting another shot off on the side too. Phoenix chasing, and I mean, now the Phoenix will just sit on top of this. Every single mutalist goes down. Big mistake by Guru. And suddenly, MaNa cleans this up entirely. And with the mutas dead, suddenly the 4th base becomes much more accessible. Guru has Hive Tech. He has the Great Spire, but he's yet to use it. Hasn't made any Corruptors yet, just going Lingbane Hydra, and now Corruptors in the production tab. Phoenix find themselves under trouble, in some trouble from those Hydras coming underneath them. The rest of the army coming forwards. And you have this setup ready to push down and towards that far right-hand side base. Stasis Ward, a new one just being set up as one fades away. Stalker just using that blink to get a few kills here ahead of the rest as the Stasis just captures a couple of Zerglings. Few Hydras on the right side going down as we see the Stalkers here are going to be able to split up and actually soak up a few of the Bane shots as well. So that goes quite nicely for MaNa too. Pushing forwards now, the question is, does he have enough to take down the Broods? The fact he made a lot of Stalkers against the mutas means that he might be able to take down the Broods, because they're not in crazy numbers. 8 Brood Lords, okay, that's a little bit crazier than I thought it was. But still, 8 Broods is, it's manageable, it's manageable. First Storm comes down on these Hydras as MaNa keeps pressing forwards. A huge round of Zealots on the top right-hand side as he wants to run by, but there's a wall of Spine Crawlers here that he's going to have to work his way through, so unlikely those Zealots are actually going to find much damage right away. Those Stalkers come all the way back around to the left, getting rid of a few of these Creep Tumors. A bunch of Creep going down. His extra Zergling's in some trouble as well. Stalker will have to blink away as well. Does not want to be in. Losing all of those, I mean, the Stalkers are still quite nice to have. MaNa maxed out though, and he will want to free up some supply to go into further Tempest production, so you can start really dealing with those Broods as well. Queens and Spires. This is going to be the most unsuccessful solid run by I've ever seen. And he doesn't even kill the first Spine Crawler. Catch up on that soon. Hydras are currently marching forwards, but backing away, back to the most unsuccessful solid run by ever. And as he has forced out a bunch of transfusions and nothing else. Queens with the defense there. That was a lot of zealots as well. This wasn't just like 3 or 4. That's just how many spines there were. Just to the far right as the Oracle's coming in towards the upper left. Revelation drops down on the Brutes. Just getting caught up in that as well. And oh no, Tempest, why are you in the middle of the map, buddies? Get out of there. We did see Guru in the production tab has some Vipers, and with the Vipers, obviously we'll start to really play a late game sort of, I'm not going to say a stalemate, but it becomes a very slow-paced set of engagements where it's all about positioning and trying to grab this and that, get an abduct here and an abduct there. Brood's being chased away as you see there's a couple of Hydras getting picked off here again. Brood's going down. And still this army of MaNa pressing forwards. Broodlings dropping down very quickly as Stalkers, Archons, and Immortals coming in with a whole bunch of kills again. Overseers, Broods, all pulling back towards the upper side of the map. Afraid of those Tempests and what they can get done. Cluster Missiles is on the way up here on the natural mineral line, so again, more upgrades to help those Hydras, which are really looking to be important on the ground for Guru. Tempests are looking for this. He finds it, and he is going to find himself a free Broodlord. Actually, some Phoenix over here as well, trying to get some damage done. Tempest chasing quite far, and the Broods continue to drop. In fact, MaNa moves his entire army up to fight from the left-hand side. This army of Guru at the same time is kind of not really interested because it's in all of the wrong positions. We're going to be seeing more storms coming down on the right. Honestly, this army on the ground is just non-existent, I feel, for Guru. MaNa is getting rid of the Broods. There's just a couple of Broods left. These last couple of High Templar need to drop some storms or something and then morph into Archons, which they do manage to do. The Queens have actually cleaned up a lot more than I thought they would here. And actually, if the Queens and the Hydras left over, no way do Queens and Hydras clean this up. They're not quite cleaning it up, but I feel MaNa lost a lot more than I thought he did there. He obviously cleaned out a lot of the important units though, and now Zealot's reinforcing makes a big difference as he'll continue to push forwards. These Hydras will go down. The Queens getting rid of their last few transfusions, so they are running out of energy. Suddenly they drop very quickly, and MaNa is up on, well, a lot of money to rebuild with. Tempest already on the way, extra Archons. Obviously High Templar will warp in, getting ready for extra storms as MaNa sets up a few of these Zealots towards the main and just gets ready to continue. Coming over to the left-hand side. Changing is getting tagged down pretty swiftly by a whole group of these units, so getting some damage done there. As we do see Corruptors going to start Caustic spraying down the Nexus. 5th base of MaNa might get denied, so Corruptors putting some work in before they maybe move into Broodlords, but I mean, I say move into Broodlords. Doesn't really have the money for that yet. Lower ship takes some damage, but gets towards the shield battery. Also units underneath it, scaring those Corruptors away. They can't fight the ground, of course. More Banelings is, it's kind of funny though. I mean, Guru's going back to Link Bait and Hydra thinking, well, maybe I can just bust through. Because at this stage, he's got to make a choice of what does he follow up with. And I mean, maybe after a big fight like that, he says, well, I reset your attack. Maybe I can just overrun you with kind of enough units or too many units. Not going to happen though. So I feel like he's made the wrong decision. But I feel like if you try to go in towards Broodlords again, he's not going to have enough of those either. So it's kind of like, you know, pick your choice between two bad choices, right? Like, neither of them are really great. Neither are going to go well for you. You just got to try and pick the better of two evils. I mean, this is still not bad. He cleans up an army again, but again, there's just no money there for Guru to keep on rebuilding. Drone's already pulling in towards this Archon, which is obviously going to be a bit of a mess. Drone's going down quickly, and thoroughly High Templar is morphing into the Archon as their storm energy is spent. 21 drones dead, as we're going to be seeing this hatchery going down. Hatchery falls, we do see the Immortals and the Archons still just putting the work in here. These few Stalkers blinking around as well. And Hydras alone are not going to cut it at the moment. Just wait until there's a wave of Zealots coming in to reinforce this. That's all MaNa really needs to turn around and just completely shut those Hydras down as they chase them away down the right side of the map here. Run, MaNa, run! The mothership gets built as well, but again, MaNa's rebuilding later game units that he doesn't even really need. Immortals and Archons will do the job. He actually stopped building Tempest, which I think is just a realization of the fact that Guru doesn't have the money or, well, the time to really build up Broodlords. And feels as though he obviously doesn't think there's going to be any more on the way. He just killed all the Corruptors again, right? So he knows where Guru is at in terms of money here at the moment. As we do have those Hydras and Lings, they're going to come back out into the center. Zealots running around on the right-hand side. Oh, just looking to see what chaos they can cause. We do have the Spine Crawlers. Gonna get burrowed on this far right, top right side. These Zealots are just going to be getting rid of a whole bunch of drones here as well. 7 drones going down. I love the spines that just move. Well, not even move, it's just new Spine Crawlers. There are so many spines, like that's ridiculous. 30 Spine Crawlers, why? I mean, I guess to kind of deal with it, but it never really felt like it got into like late game. Where you kind of need tons and tons and tons of spines, or where you can afford tons and tons of spines. That's why I'm looking at this, and it's a little bit funky, really. Spore Crawl in the top right corners. We see those Zealots going to come up the left. And I'm just going to be seeing those Zealots on a run in. Lings and Hydras going to push those Zealots away pretty fast. Army on the top right, though, moves in, and, well, I mean, the Immortals don't really care about Spine Crawlers. I say that, they do kill one Immortal. Not bad, not bad. But MaNa is looking to take game number 1 of this best of 3. It's been a long game, longest game of the day. But again, MaNa going to come out on top, and he's looking good as well to still, well, chase down Showtime in this group. Showtime's currently 3-0, MaNa's currently 2-1, Cass 1-1, Champ 1-3, and Guru 0-2. Obviously, this is just game 1, but it says a lot about where this group could be heading, based on the fact MaNa is about to pick up the first game. There we go, GG's. MaNa taking game. What's happening? Can you guys not... But you guys must be able to hear me, right? Can we get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Can we get a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me? If you guys can still watch the stream. Hello? Hello? Calling all viewers. Are you currently viewing the channel? Oh, oh. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1. Okay, we got about 7 viewers. Honestly, that's better than usual, so we're still doing pretty great. I'd say we're doing just fine. Perfect. Top left-hand side, our Red Pros players, Teams Liquid's MaNa going up 1-0 in this best of 3. Last series we see of him today as he looks to close out that 3-1 match score, guarantee himself through the group. Bottom right-hand side, our Blue Zerg player, this, my friends, is Guru. See, guys, this is what happens when you're really bad Twitch chat. Twitch dies. Every time you say a mean thing in Twitch chat, you kill a second of Twitch's lifetime. And this is it, kind of trying to catch up with that right now. Moral of the story, don't kill Twitch chat. Don't be mean. You guys don't see your follow channels and stuff? Okay. It's not super bad then. It's not terrible. The viewership's still okay. It dropped a little bit. I assume that's something to do with Twitch issues, but maybe it's just because I'm getting boring. They've seen it all before, guys. They've seen it all before. Pro going to be nibbling away at a drone here, getting a little bit of damage as we see it going to back away out through the main. Oh, my emote show is locked. No! They've locked you out. Actually, should I? That's just because I banned you. I actually just, I removed your sub. I didn't want you subscribed to me. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Before someone's like, "What? You're a really mean streamer." I am, actually. And you don't see emotes? Oh, no. I see emotes, though. We do have ourselves an adept coming through the center of the map here, so shading down toward that bottom right-hand corner to obviously try and pick up some information in all of this. Stargate is in the main as well. And we have got the 3 hatches being set up here over the next few moments. It's taking a little bit of damage. Adept will just shade back out of there. Stalker with the Stargate. So maybe just looking for the Oracle opening here, MaNa, rather than the Phoenix. Although we have seen Phoenix opening with the Stalker today, which has been interesting. Yes, the 3 bases coming up here from Guru. And just a nice fast free hatch, focus on drones from this point on. Is going to be seeing those Lings. Taking quite a lot of damage, actually, and the Adepts will shade away again. But no, they shade into the main, so they're going to go for drones. Gets 2 workers so far. Okay, well, already pretty great there. And we're seeing, yeah, these Adepts will still get out alive. MaNa having a pretty great time with his first couple of Adepts here. As we're going to be seeing all of the Lings going down. And Guru just focusing on drones, but he's also supply blocked because the Stalker did pick off the Overlord with the help of the Oracle for high ground vision. Well, now we have this Oracle heading down to the bottom right. A couple of Lings heading out in towards the upper left. Oracle arrives in the main. Queen's already looking to push that back. A few extra gateways on the way down as well. Twilight Council dropping in the main base too. And those 2 other Zerglings taking a little bit of damage here. A whole bunch more drones coming up here. At the moment, as you do see some creep being pushed up the right-hand side from Guru. And again, a couple of Zerglings still just sat up to the top side. MaNa going to come down to the bottom with these Oracles. And the robotics facility dropping in on the natural expansion. And the Oracle's going to want to be a little bit careful there, backing away to the left side of the main. These Adepts coming over from MaNa. And as you see, a creep team already coming down. Looking to try and get rid of that here nice and quick. So Adepts don't even have glaives yet, so they don't want to commit too far in. They want to be able to get out of this. One Adept is super low, but somehow gets out alive. Nice pull back there as well. Okay, so glaives still coming through in a prism as well. We're up to 4 gateways. So this is a lot of Adepts that will come across the map. How well prepared is Guru? Not at all. He's completely bypassing the Baneling Nest. He's going into a lair, but not very quickly, so he doesn't even have Hydras on the way. So he's going to have pure Zergling against Resonating Glaive Adepts. This is not pretty. MaNa gets that cancelled. This Adept, that's not where you want to be. You survived earlier, now you just go and shade on into, well, just Oblivion. 2 Oracles with these Adepts as well, I mean, makes it even worse for the Zergling-based defense. As these Adepts just come shading on in, and Guru just does not really have anything at the moment. Adept shade up into the main, and, well, the stasis ward on the ramp as well. This is just starting to get worse and worse. A couple of Adepts over in the third. MaNa's already target firing down a ton of drones. 9 workers killed. Yes, the Lings come in to clean those up, but the Adepts in the main shade back down to the natural. The Queen's got caught on the stasis on the ramp. 22 workers killed. More Lings on the way up, but now drones are pulling from the main to the natural, and the Adepts are already here. Now they shade to the third base, of course. And they are just staying out of reach of pretty much everything right now. Is Queen going to go down? And, well, a couple of Oracles still yet to really be used too much over the left side. Oh, Guru just going to leave the game right then and there. Too much damage taken. He's